I want to show you something that you can utilize Studio Mine for. So you can actually create your own collections in Studio Mine. And the great thing about this is you can utilize our Spotlight tool to quickly find and add them to projects as needed. So let me show you how I create my project collections. So we'll go ahead and just click create a new project. We'll call this Laura's Favorites. And this could be something that I create as I'm going to High Point, Vegas Market, or potentially when I'm just ready to sort of be in a creative mood and get these items in order that I love. So again, with spaces, this is typically different structures in our projects, but for this case, what you can do is you could call this your, 2024 fall favorites. You can add different options by categories too. So if you wanted to add additional categories, maybe instead of primary, guest, living room, all of those options, you can add additional room names. So what a room name could be is it could just be sofas I love, and it could be, different finishing touches that, always kind of are a little bit tricky to remember. And those small details can really make a project. So being able to pull from those is great. Sometimes I like to even think about what my install checklist might be as I'm ready to go to a client's home for a big install. Maybe I want to make sure that I have everything in here that I would typically utilize in one spot. So this is a great start. Let's go ahead and hit continue. Now, again, if you ever want to go back, you can follow the breadcrumbs up top, follow this back, and you can add additional spaces. So if you decide maybe you're ready to do your 2025 winter favorites, you can go ahead and add those in as well. But I would definitely start this as you're in Studio Mine to just get yourself ready in order to just start saving items. So let's go into sofas I love, and let's go ahead into the marketplace. So in the marketplace, we're going to go ahead, maybe look at different sofas and love seat options. Maybe we want to look right now, we're really into different canvases that we're looking for. One thing I like to do, and I've said this before in a couple videos, but I really like to look based on the newest options in our marketplace. And this is really for me just a way that I do product knowledge. So as I'm going through, maybe I find something I think, oh, this is perfect. My client will love this. Or I know that my clientele typically likes this type of painting. We can go ahead and add that in. Maybe we add it into finishing touches. We can also scroll down and add additional items. So we can quick add as well here. One thing to note is that the project that you're in and the room essentially that you're in. So if we go to install checklist, that's going to be where it eventually saves to. So then you can go ahead and change the room name. So let me show you exactly what I mean. If we want to add in this floor mirror, we're going to see that we're on install checklist above, and that's what's going to be initially added. Now you have the ability to change that out, but that's just one way for you to know. Another way that I like to look at my different favorites and know that I'm actually in a project and kind of get my bearings here in Studio Mine is if on the left side you see this gray vertical bar, you know that we're in a project. It looks kind of similar to a digital binder. So you're able to see you have your project information here. We have our design favorites here. We are working on our order. So if we're ready to place an order, which we'll go over in another video, you can do that here and then share with clients as well. But the one really, really great thing is that you do have the favorites available. You can add those in. Again, the project is not empty. It just doesn't have anything on the mood board yet. And the really great thing is that if I'm in another project and I want to quickly add the items in that I've selected already for my finishing touches, artwork, bedding, all of those kinds of things that are approved by you, you can utilize the Spotlight tool. You can search for the project, and then you can actually pull up those favorites. I've already done some fall favorites, and then I can pop those in here. So that's just one way for you to use Studio Mine to best sort of save time and then be able to source things quickly.